Hi, today we're going to look at how we can convert Notion to PDF files. As you can see in the background, I have got a cleaning contract form. So once the details in this particular form are filled in and the user clicks on submit, the responses get captured onto the responses view that we have over here. Once the submissions are received over here, I want to create an automation setup wherein it can automatically create me PDF files. I've already gone ahead and I've got these two dummy responses over here, and I'm looking to create PDF files out of this. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output, which helps you produce PDF files from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. You can produce any documents such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, quotations, or anything from a Notion database. So let's click on Create PDF and quickly sign in, and then we will understand how the automation will work. So as you can see, I have already signed inside the dashboard and I am asked to add a Notion database. So we need to add a database, then we need to connect a document for this. And finally, we can copy the properties of the database onto the document one by one, and then we can create the PDFs out of this. So let's first add the database. So I'll click on add Notion database. And then what I can do is I simply need to copy the database title from here. So let me copy the entire database title and let me go back to the selection screen where I need to add the database. So click on next and you will have two options. If you want to choose a default database which can be copied on your workspace, that will be ideal for testing use cases, you can go with the first option. But I'm going to select my own database. So click on select pages and again click on this. And now you are inside the selection screen. So what you have copied over here, simply paste the same inside search pages field. And once you paste it, the particular form will appear which you can use for the automation setup. Click on this and the form gets added. And now scroll down, you can click on allow access. Before giving access to this, a key thing which I want to highlight is if your particular form is connected to other databases. So you can add those databases inside this particular window. Okay. So let's say your contract form is connected to database A and database B. What you can do is you can simply add the database A and database B over here as well. Okay. So whenever you have any relation properties added to the main database, you need to also add the relational databases inside the search pages. This will allow you to create a PDF file with the relation roller properties intact. Okay. Another thing I also want to highlight is when you're adding a database, always enter the database title inside the search pages. Do not add the database by selecting these top level pages from here. Your experience will not be smooth and the database will not be added correctly. Having considered all these points, let's click on allow access. And now we will get access to the database for which we will set up the automation. Once you add the database, you will find that it will automatically create these two additional columns for you. One is generate PDF, one is PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, then the PDF file will be created for those specific records and the PDFs created will be stored right inside the database over here. So make sure to mark the records as ready to generate whatever you're looking to create as PDF file before proceeding with the automation. So let me click on the drop down and we will be able to see the cleaning contract form appear over here. If it is not visible, simply reload the database once or twice, or you can even refresh the page once and the database will automatically appear. So you can see the cleaning contract form is showing here. Click on this and all the properties of the database will be visible over here for your use case. So you can see all the properties of the database that we had added over here are visible right inside this space. Next is let's add a document. Click on add Google document, and if you already have a cleaning contract form template available on your Google Drive, you can go with the first option and you can add the template from this list. I do not have any such template, so I will simply click on add demo document and it will create me a demo document with automatic mapping to all the properties of the database for me. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds and it is going to automatically map all the properties. So you can see it has automatically added these fields for my use case, which are automatically mapped to all the properties over here. So in this database, you can see received by, term, responsibilities, service schedule. So every property is already there on this particular document and it has automatically been mapped for our reference. If you want to manually map any field, simply click on copy. So let's say I want to add the pricing and payment terms onto the document. I can go to the document and paste it anywhere. So I can use Control V or Command V on your keyboard as a shortcut key, which can paste the property onto the document. So likewise, you can copy and paste the properties onto the document anywhere as per your choice and it will automatically be mapped. So once all the things are mapped, we need to click on download PDF button, and then the PDF files will be downloaded right inside this particular PDF file section. So let's click on download PDF, and you can see the PDF file generation has started. And if you look at the database, the PDFs that has created will automatically be stored over here. Okay, I forgot to mention one thing. Before generating the PDF file, you can obviously choose how you want to name the PDF file. Okay, so currently it was set to ready to generate, generate PDF. If you want to set it to any column over here, let's say I could have set it to received by field, or maybe service schedule field. I could have selected this particular field from the drop down, and the PDF file would have been created as per those specific selection. So I just forgot to mention that you can obviously do that before you are generating the PDF file. Okay, but you can see all the two files have been created, and if I open up this, all the files have been mapped with the values from the database. So let's see the second record. The second record is also mapped with the values from the database. So we have got two submissions where the values have been mapped to the database just like that. A beautiful thing about PDF output is when everything works correctly, click on setup Notion automation, and now you need to simply add records onto the database or mark these records as ready to generate, and the PDF will be directly created over here. This will eliminate the need to go to PDF output, manually set up everything and create PDF. Everything now happens right inside the database. So as soon as a user fills in this particular form and they click on submit and the response go over here, we simply put it to ready to generate, and the PDF will automatically be created right over here. Okay, so this process is really convenient, and it acts conveniently to create the PDFs right inside the database, as you do not need to juggle between PDF output and this particular database to create the PDFs anymore. So this completes the full demonstration of how you can create PDF file right from a Notion database. If you still have questions, use the chat bubble at the bottom. Send me a message and I'll be happy to assist you with any queries. You even have a contact section at the bottom of the home page, so you can scroll down and you can find the contact. Send me an email on whatever issues you're facing. I'll be able to take up on that. You also have an option to book a free demo. So if you want to have a free demo session with me, I'll help you guide through the entire process and explain everything bit by bit. So that's it for the demonstration. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye. And just before we stop the recording, you can see that it automatically started processing the file and the document got created right over here as we had started